Hola, hola, and welcome back to Part 2Bs. Alright, the first video cut out. What a surprise when you get deep down and dirty in the depth of the exposure about family hiding an inheritance from me, changing documents and all that stuff. So I've been getting vivid dreams recently about just me being in the house and a lot of people looking at me and like attempting to hide something. And based off a lot of people's actions now, it all makes sense. So a lot of these downloads, they come in and I'm like, all right, man, they better be wrong. Because I think Valdez Trenvino said a while ago that us intuitives, or people that are intuitive, a lot of times they wish they're wrong on their visions. They just hope they're wrong. But like, I hope that cat was not with me the whole time and just was a Judas. Like recently now, it's just like when Fred Ray just bounced out of my life. I was like, that's the weirdest thing. And then people thought it was cool and fun. Oh, when she was married to someone else or yada yada, and she liked women, yada yada. Someone in your family paid her to get you in different environments so you can be uncomfortable, so they can take advantage of you, and she'll break your heart. Then you'll come back to your family begging for them. Just a lot of things that are making total sense. And you need to maintain your strength when you're going through all of this. Okay, you just have to maintain your leadership role. And this brings up to the download today. Welcome to another episode of No Filter, Daily Motivation, and Think Differently. Because there's a lot of leaders out here that claim to be leaders, but they're not. I was just on fucking Pace Morby's live a few days ago. And I got on there and I was excited to learn, but this is one thing I've noticed a lot for people that they watch you, but they want to put you in some employee role when they know you're the chosen, but they're like, hey, what's up, buddy? Pretty good. Happy Saturday to you. And they want to put you in some role of like indentureship, like they want to attempt to use their qualifications to dim your lights, even though they know that you're very valuable to their company. So I'm on his live, and then like just a lot of side talking I'm noticing, and just a lot of hate. My name doesn't get mentioned in the live, hey, put your state or where you're from, and then you put everything, and then they name everybody else's name but yours. Hey, we got Susan, Bob, Jim, Jamal, bada bing, and I'm right in between Jamal and Susan, but just skips over my name. And I'm putting in comments, hey, what's going on, boom, boom. Nobody mentioned my name. I'm not one of those type of people who's like, hey, I know I'm the chosen, you better mention my name on your live. So a lot of people think that, what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm not mentioning his name. He may take away my attention from where I'm at. Yada yada. So I noticed a lot of these tactics. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this community. And DeAndre, I believe your name is, you're cool with me, what I'm saying? You straighten the book. And I really don't know Pace Morby. I don't know him, okay? I'm not saying anything bad about him. I just noticed the energy within the chat, okay? So he may be a fantastic person, but just at that time I didn't feel the energy within that community right. And I'm noticing that a lot of people I support, I jump on their lives and there's just a lot of negative energy and MK Ultra going on. Aeon Moon, you're still unlocking your destiny with these moves you're making. Hey, how you doing, Aeon Moon? Beautiful. I haven't seen you in a minute. The Library of Thoth. 7,000-year-old forbidden ritual to rejuvenate something. Gotta check that out too. So like I'm noticing that a lot of people I jump on that I support, that I'm just feeling a lot of bad energy within that chat. It's just like a lot of attention's on me, even more than normal. So I'm gauging how to not turn into the Incredible Hulk and snap at all these fake accounts that are putting certain comments to keep that energy within the thread, to keep the channeler feeling fake sympathy for them, or just to have that topic floating around to attempt to agitate me with lies and so forth. Or sometimes they put in things that they know I will see, like baby cakes and the Bob Ross names, just a lot of things that you see on people's channels that are expressing their miserableness, but attempting to attach that definition on me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, he's a loser, miserable. I have a lot of material that no one listens to and no likes, and thank you for this message. It really makes me feel well, and I'm going to keep on going. I'm looking at that, I'm like, so you're attempting to put that definition on the chosen one, God's anointed. It's funny. So this video may bounce around a lot, and That's just how the downloads are coming. And so a lot of people claim to be leaders, but the people around them are not benefiting. It's just a very cliquish type of patterns I'm seeing, because it doesn't make sense when you see with all this money that these people have. And I know a lot of people are like, why you always talk about money? Because this is my job as a leader, to usher in a new world where everyone is living equally and not worrying about a lot of things. People hit me up, hey, have you heard about the SNAP benefits? Are you worried about that? I was like, I have never been worried about SNAP, okay? And by the way, where I'm at in Maryland, they're still providing SNAP benefits for November. So for everybody that thought I was going to be hurt by the SNAP, you just got an email yesterday. You still want to get half the benefits. Don't worry about it, Maryland residents. You guys are good boy. So I'm like, all right, bet that's just extra icing on the cake. That's straight, but I still got food. I got people hit me up daily. Hey, buddy, you want some food? I got food for you. Just God always provides manna for me when I need it. You know, I always take you guys to the water. It's up to y'all to drink. You know what I mean? A lot of salty people saying they're blessed, but they're not. They're in competition with me because I have something they don't have, which is just a natural aura of attention, the God anointing light. They don't like that either. They don't like my blunt truth, because I just cut through the bullshit. You know what I mean? I see everything in patterns for years. I'm like, if these people claim that are in the spotlight, they claim to want to help the world, but then you see them agreeing with other politicians' agendas and stuff, and they can only go so far, and they can only do so much, and they can only say so much. You see it for what it is. I am not one of those leaders, and that's why people are very threatened, and they don't want all my resources coming, and they're hiding shit so they can attempt to puppeteer me and Pinocchio me, but it's not working. With my very limited resources I had, and I have a massive amount of resources because I'm watching my language. Once you realize everything's within you, then you stop letting the outside materialistic world fool you and people's narratives fool you. I'm everything, and Lady Gaia, Mother Tiamat, is my sugar mamas. Okay, so. And the Holy Father is my sugar daddy. So, like, the universe works in cohesiveness with me whenever I need, and provides what I need when I need it. And that's why I'm living the best life I've ever lived ever. And I'm taking away that mansion, this and that type of life, because God's showing me, man, you are more abundant than you realize at times. And everything is just temporary. You, Alonzo, likes to do things fast and call out people. I want to see him in jail. I want to see exactly who's in. That's just the way my mind's wired. I've been on this planet millions of times, and we just want to speed through this density type of reality. At the same token, we want to fall back and appreciate everything, smell the roses, and have a lot more fun and indulgence this time around, versus just always being on my throne and just delegating and making sure everything's going, and then I get transitioned to my next mission and I'm back on the universal treadmill of life. I need to enjoy my life. So when Freya Ray abandoned me and betrayed me and playing games, I was like, you know what? In a way, I do feel a lot better, because now I can have my attention not focused so much on I want to make her happy. And that just happens when you're in love with people. You just want to be mutually beneficial to one another and not feel like you're dancing on one pogo stick, or you're bouncing on one leg while you're juggling the whole world. And that's what I felt at times. And thank you to my spiritual accountant, Brittany, the Cosmic Wifey. Follow and support her. She's always on point, and she always keep it real with me. Like a few other of my collectives. And she was letting me know that when you appreciate somebody, you're not supposed to feel depleted while you're engaging with that person. You're not supposed to feel like you're dimming yourself. And I've always felt like that at times when it came to Freya Ray and Megan and them. I was always like feeling like I need to dance for these women. And it's the greatest lesson ever in hindsight that now I'm free and back on the market. I saw a Spiritual Robe video yesterday. I left a message on her. I was like, you know what, in a way, I'm glad, because I've always had my eye on Spiritual Robe. And people was like, why are you saying who you like? I don't care. I like who I like. I'm not worried about that. And if the universe attempts to stop whatever type of connection I have, that just validates how strong I am again. If I keep it quiet and still attempt to reach out, there's going to be some shape or fashion that information will come out even more. And then when you do things in secret, that energy increases because secrecy has some type of energy attached to it. You know what I mean? It's like inquisitiveness and like, oh yeah, well, I want to be a part of the club. There's a lot of different cosmic puzzle pieces that go in secrecy surrounded type of topics or situations. Like my situations, like I feel like everyone knows about me besides me. And I'm like, damn, this is a big secret. You know what I mean? And like, if the whole world's watching my every move and shit, when I take showers, I was like, is there a camera in my shower? Is people seeing me fucking with the Mickey Mouse D? You know what I'm saying? When I'm cleaning up, bada bing, and then when I get out, the bitch grows like a goddamn fucking Timberland tree. I was just thinking of the Timberland logo on the side of the Timberland shoes that's just blossoming out the long branches. But either way, it's just at times I feel that violated. You know what I mean? When I just see people's comments, a lot of times I'm like, man, it's like they have an inside view of my world, and then I laugh at it immediately after I just want to see who's hiding and doing what. I just want to beat the brakes off. I was like, well, let's just stop this throwing rocks and hiding hands type of shit. But as my job as a spiritual leader, when I'm inclined to do so and I got that compelling feeling from my ancestors to do a video, that's when I'll show up. Hence, I'm showing up now because this is a good download that a lot of people need to hear and digest whenever they resonate with this message. We need to make sure we protect all of our energies and we're not putting it towards the wrong thing. And if I do love somebody, I will address that, you know, or if I have interest towards people, I will address it. It's no more gatekeeping here. That's why I'm people that give off that energy and they're a leader and they're the bad wolf on the block and they just want you in their community so they can say, hey, I got the chosen one in my community, now he's working for me. I mean, these type of energies, it rubs off wrong. So y'all can stay over there with that salty energy and skip it over the chosen one's name all the time when I jump on your communities and shit. It's fucking terrible. But God and my ancestors let me know that ain't my community. Those are not my disciples. All right? That's basically what it is. Those are not my apostles. Those are not like-minded energies that are on the same goal in helping this planet. And that's what a lot of us see within these false-ass leaders, that their positions, what are they doing in those positions besides becoming, statistics on GQ magazine, the wealthiest person, 500 Fortune 500, you know what I mean? It's just like all these people are just looking for fucking photo ops. But when you look at the grand scale of the world, are they doing anything? Yeah, some people have donations to clean water and food. Okay, I get you. And babies and cancer, St. Jude's. I know some people do donate. I'm not knocking those people. So this is only going to resonate for the people that have a lot of money and walk past a lot of situations that they could handle, but they don't because the people on their board or something don't agree with that agenda, or they're in bed with another politician or another lobbyist. See how they're attacking my voice, but they're attempting. They're in bed with another lobbyist, so nothing gets done. And then they have some excuse from their publishers. Oh, well, we didn't get this done because of this. It is a whole bunch of red line. No. They just want to present to you guys that they're hindered in some shape or fashion from doing what needs to be done and what children of God would have done with those resources if they're truly children of God. There's a lot of people doing a lot of good things out here for the planet. Okay, like, hold on. Taylor Conroy, I need you still to email me a list of all the bada bings. All right? You said after your presentation, you're going to email everybody a list of how to get your gigs, and I haven't received that yet. I'll look on my spam or something, but I remember getting a replay of that. But I was like, I hope I didn't get biasly selected not to get a list like you promised everybody that attended your seminar. But I like what you do. You're helping the world out, and kudos to you, man. You're helping other people get out there and exposure so that can lead them to podcast, book deals, TV shows, and getting your brand more in the light or more notoriety so people can reach out to you, right? So it's just, you can tell how the unity is just out the window. Okay, and just social media is just nothing but I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. I heard this person, I'm in the spotlight, I'm doing this. It's just a whole bunch of energy grabbing 5 seconds of fame energies I'm noticing. So that's why I'm glad I'm back on the market because I'm going to slow way the fuck down and I'm not just going to jump into something just because someone smiles at me and shows me some pussy lips. There's no filter, so hopefully your kids has been out the room. So I was like, I'm not playing these games and definitions of attempting to fit in because I am the chosen one, and chosen one have different barriers and boundaries. Like literally, it's just we're on a different playing field, period. And forever, I was dressed up like Clark Kent and wanted to dance around with the humans. Hey guys, and it just never worked. It never worked. Hence, I'm just on the no fuck given frequency. It just really doesn't matter anymore. And the true connections will gravitate to me. And for those that want to work with me, email me, DM me, let me know that you do like the agenda that I am presenting and have been presenting, and we can formulate a plan to take it to the next step. Okay, because a lot of my visions seem so massive and out of this world to you all, and in a way that's flattering to me, because I feel like this is just simple things that every one of you, or the majority of you, would jump on board with. But I'm seeing how this matrix has been created, that it's just dog eat dog type of world, climb the corporate ladder, who's going to be on the top swivel chair meeting, you know what I mean? And people really don't have compassion for others to want to work together and make an actual change. They just want to be the head honcho. And I've never wanted to be like that. There's been many projects I got involved in. I actually was taking lead and it was going smoothly. You know, we were just allowing each other to be their own leader. And it was good. There was a lot of good things I was starting, and then other people that I was involved with, I started getting jealous. It was like, okay, Alonzo, you can't be taking lead of this meeting. It's my thing, and it's my idea. There was just a lot of people you notice that just want to manipulate something organically that's happening, and if it's happening due to the blessings of your hands, they don't like it's coming from you versus them. And so they want to come in and ruin it so they can be a part of history somehow, shape, form, or fashion. Either productively be a part of history or destructively be a part of the chosen one story. Either or, they're going to be a part of it and they're happy. Yeah, I'm a part of it, yeah. That's what we're seeing too. I'm like, damn, man. I was hoping that you wanted to participate in this God anointing journey for the benefit of humanity. I really did. But then people wanted just to play games and so forth. And strong energy doesn't chase, it attracts and it wants to collaborate. So people that are saying those in their quotes, why don't you reach out to the boy? Okay? This is the stage and chapter for people to actually reach out to me and say, I like what you do, Alonzo. Would you want to work and do something? I have a position for you that I can see very beneficial for you and us. It's a mutual exchange. You can come on my show, you can talk to me about what you know, and then I can talk about what I know, and then we can all network and learn together. Let's see if that happens. Okay? Let's see if anyone's going to be actually real and authentic with me and not just want to take my light and drain me. Who's going to respect my time and not disrespect it? And then sit in the dark and look at birds all day and act like they're really happy when they're not. Or if they are happy, then that means they love backstabbing people and betraying them and not reaching out to them and telling them why. But I'm not going to sit here waiting for your why, because that's what these manipulators do. They want me to dictate my life based off of their current actions they did. I'm going to keep it moving. This is a beautiful ass day. I got a lot planned for today and tomorrow and so forth. So nothing's stopping me. I just love the fact I'm back, and now it's just like 0 F's given. We only F with the light. So now I'm going to say exactly what needs to be said for people that actually go through these things that may not have the courage or the navigational tools to get out their situation, so they just succumb to it. And I'm just going to sit here because I don't know. There's nothing else better. You know, we've all been there and done that before. We just say, all right, we're just going to make do with this environment we're in. That's why a lot of people are like, Alonzo, I want you to match your frequency that you're at now. Be a king, bada bing. I get you. And then I realize, hey, a lot of people's definitions of wealth is different. Literally, when I look at my past and I look at currently where I'm at, I'm in living paradise. I literally prayed for everything I have now. And I can't complain about it when I literally look at it. The only thing I can gripe about is the patience waiting for my soulmate to come and play. And these hands that's been wanting to just be with somebody very loving and respectful. Thank God my left shoulder's taking a piss break. He's like, I want these hands to squeeze cheeks in a beautiful woman's body. We do want to do that respectfully, but that's not the main issue of us getting frustrated on not having our counterpart, you know? I can't wait to raise a family and just be together, love, and then build another legacy and destiny. And then when it's my time to transition, I can see them taking the lead in the helm, and they're reciprocating and just duplicating everything that we already set the foundation for. And I'm like, bet, gone. And then I'll be here like Obi-Wan, making sure that everybody's gravy when they need the boy, you know? So it's like, that's all we're looking for. It's very simple things, but soon that word "but" will be replaced with something else, but just for time's sake. Until that time arrives, we're just going to continue doing our God-anointed duties, is to encourage one another, to spread truth, to be transparent, to be a walking mirror to others, to let them know anything is possible wherever you're at, as long as you renew your mind, you know who you are, and you're connected with the Most High, and you don't mind being alone and loving yourself first and foremost, so you can actually get the divine message even easier when there's no distractions. And so now I got my heart open, and I'm just looking and just analyzing, Terminator-eyeing Sarah Connors and seeing if these are the traits that I actually like. And then once communication comes back in the key, then they can say to me what they like about me and what they would like for me to change. I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here saying there's nothing for me to change. There's things I'm still working on, that I'm still going to operate within the best vessel of myself and ask God for repentance when I come up here nasty and so forth. And I can see I could have channeled this better and I could have communicated differently. And I'm working on that. And at times I hit record to get out the message the way it needs to get out. And then when I get past my human logical processing part, I look at my video, I'm like, this video was actually very necessary in every area I did it. So it needs to just be as raw and authentic as it was. Because sometimes we stop ourselves and we dilute the potency of the message unintentionally because we feel like we're going to hurt someone, and that's the people pleaser within us. So our ancestors and the spirit that flows through us is flowing through us the way it's flowing through us if we understand and we ask our ancestors and the energies around to execute this message as best as possible within the love foundation without ego involved. Then the potency that comes through, we must allow that to be channeled the way it's coming through and take away our human emotions and feelings. Like, I wouldn't say that like that. I don't know about that. They may look at me differently. And it's like, no, man, that shit has slowed me down so many years. People like that about me. It's like, okay, all right. He ain't saying so much. We can bribe him. Here you go. Here's some more weed for you. Here's some more money. Okay, just keep it quiet. Just all that shit. They just loved control the whole time. Some Clayface shit. They just wanted to control the Clayface. If you know, you know. One of Batman's villains. The Boomstick. And thank you, Dr. Mandel. Mantel, I think his name is, or Mandel. I think you're a chiropractor. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but you have a lot of good sinus tactics, like put your tongue on the roof of your mouth while you're breathing, and then you tap underneath your nose. After like 30 seconds to a minute, you notice your sinuses opening up. So you basically put your tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your two front teeth, and you put as much pressure as you can on the upper roof of your mouth while breathing in normally, and at the same time using your fingers to tap underneath your nostril while your tongue is still firmly pressed behind your two front teeth on the roof of your mouth, and you'll notice your sinuses opening up. And also take a shot of ginger or garlic, fresh squeezed lemon, and like a quarter of warm water, and it's like a quarter of minced garlic and you gotta let the garlic sit out for like 5 to 10 minutes. So I forgot the word, but it's so it can breathe properly and the chemicals can properly breathe. If I wasn't redundant, so your body can receive the most benefits from that garlic if it's minced and it gets the air and the chemicals can naturally do its thing. So by the time you mix that in the shot glass with the warm water and the fresh squeezed lemon, all that combined in the warm water can help you digest it properly. It can help your heart arteries. It like lowers blood pressure. It lowers blood pressure. Look up Dr. Mendel. He has a whole bunch of healthy lifestyle tips that we can all incorporate to make our lives better and to increase our energy and our mental awareness and so forth. So I thought about that when I pulled out the boomstick. I was like, that's right, I forgot we can use that tactic by putting our tongues on the roof of our mouth behind our two front teeth, breathing in normally, and using these fingers to tap underneath your nostril. So that was a little good old side notes for you. And I just found this. I dug this out of my briefcase. And it's a planner that you can use for any year. It doesn't have any dates. Just keep you more organized, you know. And that's all it is. I was like, man, I need one of these books. I got a notebook. I need something to just help me more schedule my days out. Bada bing, bada boom. So, all right, you know what you know. Get yourselves one. If you have adventures with scheduling your day, okay? I'll say adventures because we all need to be more focused on what we say off our mouths and tongues because we have the power of life or death. But I love each and every one of you. Hopefully this message downloaded or resonated properly with you, and hopefully we can see what's been going on within the patterns and call out the people that needs to be called out in power, and let's hopefully change this algorithm and not have this billionaire club and who's richer than who and who wants to be in Fortune 500 and who wants to be in GQ magazine, all the awards and so forth, but their hearts are not feeling satisfied because they're just basically walking over corpses every day and like, okay, I don't notice this, I'm just going to live in my own world. So that's my mission, and other chosen ones' mission is to change that algorithm and actually show appreciation to every living being on this planet. And on that note, microphone dropper, Randy Watson. And I love you. And until next time, enjoy your happy whatever days you may happen to land on this. But on my planet, it is 127 Saturday, November 8th. If you know, you know. Take care, Mr. Ballins, Mr. Ballins style. If you know, you know. Stay positive, and let's change the world one day at a time. Keep it authentic. There's no need to fake the funk over. Ciao. Your boy Zo Dog, another show, no filter, the realest show evers. We're not worried about monetization, FCC saying what we can and what we can't say. We just say what God tells us to say. And that's why we the realest household name that you'll ever know. Legacy, destiny. It's faded. Nobody can take what's mine or yours if you claim it. As I see one of my beautiful ancestors over there. How you doing, beautiful? Beautiful. All the birds coming out. Yes, sir. You take cares.